Hello everybody, welcome back to Right is Right, and before we get started in the video, I have received confirmation from subscribers that they are not getting my videos in their feed. YouTube is suppressing this channel, which I've known for quite a while through the analytics of the channel. It's not getting shared, spread around much at all from YouTube, and I know that they are, let's be honest everybody, there is absolutely a tech war going on against conservatives like us to suppress our voices. They don't want us talking about all the voter fraud going on. It will go against everything that they had planned for so long. So if you could, guys, please hit the bell button so that way you will definitely get updated whenever I put a new video up. And today I just like to tell you all what I think about everything that's happening with the voter fraud that's so obvious. And the sad part is they actually think that we're stupid enough to go along with this. We have pretty much every single media outlet against us. Big tech against us. And then, of course, half of the country against us. But we're not going to quit. I can tell you that right now. We're not going to quit, and neither is Donald Trump. He's taking it to the court.
Donald Trump is your president.
And I'm doing everything I can to put out tweets, to put out videos, to get more people involved, to fight back against what is the obvious voter fraud, the obvious steal that they're trying to pull off right now. And guys, I can promise you all something right now. It's my guaranteed prediction. If Joe Biden does somehow get in, the censorship is only going to get far worse. Once they know they have total control, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of them are going to suppress conservatives far more than they are now. I mean, imagine they've got a Republican president, a conservative president is fighting back against them constantly, and they're still suppressing us. They're suppressing him. Can you imagine if Joe Biden takes over and we have the communist Kamala that eventually will become president like we all know? You might as well say goodbye to any conservative media. It's going to be suppressed severely. Now, I'm not telling you all not to fight back or anything like that. I'm just telling you all the reality of what's going to happen here very soon if Joe Biden does, in fact, get to be president. And the Democrats have been trying to pull at the heartstrings to stupid Americans for a long time. And let's be honest, guys, there's a lot of dumb people in this country. I hate to say this, but it's the truth. You got a man who can barely string two sentences together that are coherent, who has obviously taken money from these foreign countries that are our enemies. His son is a crackhead. He has done nothing in 47 years of being in office, and they voted for him. So I'm sorry, there's a lot of dumb people in the United States. But on the flip side, there's a lot of super intelligent people that can see all the good things that Trump was doing. The thing that cracks me up is we heard about Brexit. Brexit. And I was hoping that it was going to come to fruition, but it didn't. Sadly, a man, Joe Biden, who has shown all kinds of signs of racism and made racist comments before, and who spoke at the funeral of a KKK member, this man got their vote. Brexit didn't happen. Nope, there was no Brexit. Thankfully, Latinos did see that Trump was doing major good in their communities, doing good for the country they live in, the country that I hope they've come to love, and they voted for Trump far more in this election than they have voted for a Republican candidate in a long, long time. But at this point, I honestly don't want to hear any more about Brexit. Nothing about Brexit. It's not real. It's a fantasy. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear any more about Brexit. Candace Owens is a great person. I really respect her. I like her. But she was wrong. No Brexit. Even though Donald Trump poured in all that money into their communities to help them out, they still went and voted for the man that has shown nothing but contempt against them. And, I'm tired of seeing the politicians pander to all the minorities and completely ignore the majority white population. And even bringing this up, you'll have a lot of liberals say, oh, that's racist. Why is it racist? Why is it racist? I don't see how it would be racist at all to say, you know what, why are you all ignoring us. Now, I'm not suggesting that Trump did ignore us, because I think that's why Trump was voted in 2016, why he won this election but was cheated, of course. But it's because he didn't ignore us. And people are tired of being ignored. You can totally make promises, give hope to all communities. Liberals do nothing but pander to minorities and only minorities. That's a fact. And with Joe Biden as president, you're going to see more programs that are these super anti-white, anti-American programs being pushed in schools and the governmental jobs. They're going to have these programs being pushed to their employees. And thankfully, Donald Trump shut all of those extremely uber-liberal, anti-American programs down. But they'll be reinstalled the moment that Joe Biden becomes president. That's a guarantee, guys. I hate to tell you that, but he's going to put all of those liberal brainwashing programs right back into school so that your children grow up to be proud Democrats and communists. Democrats aren't really, what is a Democrat anymore? Everybody knows at this point they're not really even about democracy. So why do we even call them Democrats? They're not democratic. They're communistic. I think all of us have had heavy doses of that reality recently with all the riots in the streets, the video that communist Kamala put out not too long ago. And another big sign of communism and a communist dictator, rigged elections. They love rigged election. They love to show this facade of, oh, I'm doing elections because I'm fair and just. But the truth is they're all rigged. And then when they have like 80% of the vote come in for them, they say, see, everybody loves me. I'm loved in my country. But everyone knows the election was rigged. It was fixed. Just like we're seeing in Michigan. Oh, look at all these thousands upon thousands of votes that just came in for only Joe Biden. Oh, they love me. They love me. I'm Joe Biden. The people love me. Give me a break. The difference between us and countries like Russia, Venezuela, Cuba, China, communist countries, Vietnam, North Korea, is that we are not going to take this lying down. Americans have proven that they will not step aside when they see corruption. And that's exactly what we need to do now. Now, I'm not suggesting anyone do anything violent or illegal. Okay, that's not what I'm saying with this video. But we need to do what we can, everybody. Share videos, share tweets. Because all of these companies, these big tech platforms and media, the liberal media, they're not going to help us. Look, you have Jimmy Kimmel crying on national TV. Again, like I said, pulling at the heartstrings. And Stephen Colbert now is breaking down in tears, crying. About what? Because Donald Trump doesn't want to concede when it's obvious there was voter fraud? Come on. What acting jobs? Good Lord, you grown men, quit acting like little bitch. Sorry to say it that way, guys, but that's the truth. These grown men are crying on TV. And sadly, I know a lot of us are looking at them laughing. Like, what the hell are you doing? You idiots. But sadly, there's a lot of dumb Americans out there that believe in that nonsense. They believe in this act that these people are putting on. And to some degree, I don't 100% blame liberals for a lot of this stuff that's going on because they were brainwashed too. Their school, like I said before in other videos, the schooling system has completely brainwashed kids into growing up as liberals. That's what the schooling system has taught them with gender studies and all these other social studies that are only meant for one thing, and that is to demonize America, to demonize the history of America, to erase the history that they don't like of America. Anyone or anything that is positive or something to be proud of America, they're trying to erase it out of history completely. And I can tell you another thing, everybody. Donald Trump threatened 10 years in prison for anyone tearing down statues. That law will absolutely be removed. And then so will the statues. Again, they're going to take all the statues down. Anything to remember our history will be gone. They don't want us to remember our history. What is a nation? Well, it's its past. It's its people and it's its past. They're replacing the people every single year with ridiculous amounts of immigration, and they're slowly but surely erasing our history. They want us to be erased. And Donald Trump was fighting back against this. He was fighting back against those programs that were teaching, this European hatred, this anti-American hatred. But thankfully, in some ways, this election, even if Biden wins, which I don't think he will, I still think Trump will win in the court. But if he does somehow pull it off, I think it's opened the eyes of a lot of Americans about what is really going on. And some of the things that scares me the most about the Biden presidency is, number one, he said he's going to grant amnesty for all the illegals, and we all know that this number that they keep saying, 11 million, is a lie. That's what they said 20 years ago. Come on, man, like he would say. And according to a Yale and MIT study, it's closer to 20 to 30 million illegal aliens now. And if they get amnesty, I guarantee you they're going to vote super left in 2024. So that just pads their votes by another 20 to 30, 40 million voters. And that's why they're going to grant them amnesty, because they don't really care about these people. They just know they're going to vote for them. Secondly, Joe Biden has already said he's going after your guns. And he's going to use that cuck out of Texas, Beto O'Rourke, to help him push it. So, this is not, like I said, this is not a typical 4-year term Democratic president. No, this will be Barack Obama on steroids. It will be far worse than Barack Obama ever did, because when Barack took over, the country was still very much conservative. I shouldn't say very conservative, but it was more conservative. And then over his 8 years as president, he changed a lot, and we can see the damage now. With Trump as president, we can see the damage. The country went far, far more left. And here we are, 2020, we've got liberals in the streets burning things down for everything that they don't like that happens because of Barack Obama's presidency. Joe Biden will basically put the nail in the coffin for conservatives. I'm sorry, but that is a fact, everybody. I mean, a lot of you all may think, well, no, that's not the case. That's not going to happen. He won't do that. He's going to have 4 years, and then we're going to come back in 2024. Well, I hate to tell you all this, but the truth is, demographically, we're losing horribly. European descent people, white people, whatever you want to call us, are the only people that really vote majorly conservative and Republican. They have been flooding the country every year with immigration, illegal and legal immigration. And those people overwhelmingly vote, even the illegal ones, no doubt, vote Democrat. 4 more years is going to be 4 more years of this crazy amount of immigration. And all their children becoming of age to vote. They're all voting Democrat. Demographically, we are losing majorly. In 4 years of Joe Biden, there's no way. Plus, you know how hard it is to get a sitting president out of office? They had to cheat to get Donald Trump this time. And if Joe Biden is the president, it's going to be very difficult to get him out of office. They'll cheat again, especially if they have all the power. They're going to double cheat. It's going to be blatant, even more blatant in 2024. It's blatant this year, but even more in 2024. I can promise you all that. That is why, everybody, the point of this whole video is, that's why we cannot stop fighting for Trump. Like I said, share all the conservative videos you can. Share tweets. Share everything. Help out anyone that's trying to give a voice to conservative voices. When I heard that my YouTube channel was, definitely confirmed that my YouTube channel was being suppressed, it didn't surprise me. It's terrible. I wish that I could have a much greater reach to people, but I don't. My videos usually get around 20 to 30 views per video. I put out over 40 videos. It's not growing at all, and that's because of YouTube. YouTube is suppressing the channel, without a doubt. And this is their warfare against us. So everyone, help Trump in any way you can. Share everything you can to all your friends, family, whoever. We need more and more people to see the message, because they're even censoring Trump now. They're trying to censor Trump as much as possible. Well, anyways, everybody, that will do it. Keep up the faith. We're going to win this. We're going to prove that there was major and massive voter fraud. And Trump is absolutely going to take it to court. He's going to win, because they're going to find all of these fake ballots, is my opinion, my prediction. And we're going to win this one. So keep the faith. Stay strong, everybody. And of course, like I always say, stay safe.